What's up guys, Brad here with Shiny Tech Things, where we tech things seriously. And on today's Tech Support Tuesday, I want to go over 15 of the most used keyboard shortcuts that I personally use. So hopefully you will find these beneficial and help speed up your workflow. Now first I'm going to go ahead and start off with some of the most basic ones which you might already know, but I still need to include just in case you don't. So the first one on our list is using Control A to select all. So if I hold down the Control key and press the letter A, it selects everything. Now, the second keyboard shortcut is Control C for copy. So if I go ahead and do Control C, now I can come over to another document and use Control V for paste. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just delete this here. It's still in my clipboard. If I hold down Shift and press Insert, that is another way that you can paste in as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and select all yet again, and this time I'm going to use Control X to cut. And what that is doing is that is taking the information that was in the text editor and cutting it into the clipboard. Now I can go ahead and paste it back in again with Control V or Shift Insert. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump into some keyboard shortcuts that are using the Windows key. If you hold down the Windows icon looking key, which is between the Control and Alt keys, and press the letter R for run, it will actually come up with a run prompt. And from here, we can go ahead and put in, say, CMD for the command prompt, and hit enter, and boom, it gets us right to a command prompt. Or if we want to go right to the control panel, just type in Control, and it brings up the control panel, although it was on my other monitor. Now here's a really nifty one here, is Windows V. So if you hold down the Windows key and press the letter V, it'll actually go ahead and, if you have not used it before, prompt you to be able to turn on your clipboard history. So we'll go ahead and turn that on. And we can see here, there is the clipboard history. Now let's go ahead and just copy part of this, and then another part. And here you can see the 3 different items that we have had in the clipboard and its history. And here you can go ahead and delete, pin, or clear it all. Now if I go ahead and click that, see how it just popped it right in here for me? Now the next Windows shortcut key that I use quite often is Windows plus the D key, and that minimizes everything to the desktop. If I press it again, it brings everything back up. Now the next one, I'm not sure if it will actually record because it is locking of the machine, but the next one here is to lock your computer using Windows and the L key. Now the next one that I use is the Windows plus a direction key. So the arrows that are on your keyboard, if you hold down the Windows key, and right now I have the notepad window that is the selected window. So if I hold down the Windows key and press the left arrow, it goes ahead and pops it to the left side of the screen. Now say that I want my browser on the right side, I just click that and it brings it right up. Now I went ahead and selected the browser window, and I'm going to hold down the Windows key and press up. It makes it full screen. If I do Windows and down, it shrinks it down or even minimizes it. Next is the Windows key plus the letter E for Explorer, and that opens up your Windows Explorer window. Now if you hold down the Windows key and press the letter X, it brings up a quick link menu, and you can see from here you can open up PowerShell, computer management, disk management, all sorts of stuff directly from this menu. Now another one is if you hold down the Windows key and press the pause break key, which is typically above where you have like insert, delete, page up and page down, and in home. It's usually above that on the keyboard. If it's on a laptop, sometimes it can be hard to locate. It might have PB or just the word break, and you may have to hold down a function key if it is on a laptop. But on a typical desktop keyboard, you just hold down the Windows key and press pause break, and it brings up the About This Computer. Now I'll go ahead and close that. Now for my next one, it's actually very handy that you might use this quite a bit, is holding down the Windows key and the Shift key and press the letter S for screenshot. And here it gives us crosshairs, so I can go ahead and select exactly what I want. And apparently when I'm recording, it does not let me finish taking the screenshot, but normally it would go ahead and actually prompt you that it is saved into the clipboard. Let's see if it'll show up here. There we go. So normally it'll pop up over in the corner as a notification and show up into the clipboard, and then here you can go ahead and annotate whatever you want, and then up here you can go ahead and click on copy, and then you can paste it right into a document. Just like that. Now for my last tip, this one I use quite often when trying to diagnose a machine to see how it is behaving at that current moment in time. Hold down the Control and Shift key and press the Escape key, and that brings up the Task Manager. And from here you can go ahead and dial in and, kind of like an EKG, see exactly what the system is doing and if there's a particular process that is actually hogging resources on your machine. And that's it for today's Tech Support Tuesday. If you like this video, go ahead and slap that like button. If you dislike this video, you know what to do. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and consider slapping that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Again, thank you for watching.